Am I live? Might be live. Just tweeting out that I'm live. Alright, so welcome. Hopefully the new setup works fine. Should be able to hear me fine. I'm a fucking idiot. I had this good microphone just sitting in a drawer. And I don't remember. Oh yeah, that thing might be good. And I tested it out and it works pretty fine. And yeah, so hopefully sound will just have better quality from now on. So today I'll be first. Your mic is way better. Yeah. Sorry about that to anyone that was watching me before. Now I have this one, so that's cool. By the way, this is not properly secured because I just found out. I just found this today, so if this falls, I'm sorry. I have like a proper arm coming in to hold it, but be warned. All right, so before we get into the typical game. Ooh, okay. Before we get into the typical game, wait, actually, chat should be visible, just not on top of me. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Whoops. Okay, sorry. Okay, so personally, I think that Kaldheim's a pretty bad set for modern, which is not necessarily bad. Like, I prefer cards being pushed, maybe not to Earl levels, but I like cards getting pushed. But Kaldheim's a pretty low powered set. That being said, there are some cards that are quite good, or at least interesting. If they're actually good or not depends, because there's a lot of good hate in modern. I'll just be going through cards and giving my opinion on them if I think they'll see much play. So did white get anything? This is just your standard. White got Divine Gambit, a hilariously bad removal spell. Although, like, I don't think you'd ever run this over like Path to Exile, but because you just put, yeah, if it said that you can cast a permanent without paying its mana cost, it would actually be better, because this plus taxes plus opponent being tapped out would actually be good. I've heard people saying that a smallpox build could like it because you can make sure this doesn't hit anything, like the second part just doesn't do anything. But even then, like, unless they're actually hellbent, then this is just bad, I think. Doomscar's an interesting one. I hope you can read cards alright, by the way. I'll assume so. This is even zoomed in because I don't see very well. But if it looks fine, yeah, thank you. Doomscar's pretty interesting. The fact that you can set up a board wipe for turn 3, it's really cool. But I think that it's just not worth it. Like, it's a cool option to have for control for sure. Like, if I don't know, if elves ever becomes big, then a turn 3 wipe is actually relevant. But I don't know, I feel like red has enough turn 3 wipes that can deal with elves. They even have turn 2 wipes that deal with elves. So, oh, kind of cold. So I think that this is an interesting option to have, but I don't think it will see any play. What else? Giant Ox. I actually think this card's very interesting because there are a lot of good vehicles in Magic. Let's look at some vehicles here. I think that Giant Ox. Okay, maybe not in Modern. But like, no, not Giant Ox. Type line. Is vehicle a type line? Yes, it is. Let's see legal vehicle. Are there any non-modern legal vehicle? Probably from random. We're going card by card, but are we going to talk about mechanics in general, like Foretell? I could. Yeah, I could. Maybe in the end, after we've seen all cards. Yeah, maybe in the end, after we've seen all cards. But that's a good idea, thank you. Order by CMC, I guess. Let's see vehicles. Because here's the thing, there are a lot of vehicles that are unplayable. Bro, Giant Ox Cruise, Giant Plow. Because of this. You can go turn 1 Consulate Dreadnought, turn 2 Giant Ox, attack for 7. Sounds pretty good. The thing about Ox is that it's hard to kill, right? Basically, I think that 2 drops are good if they dodge 1 of the 3 cards, 3 1-mana removal cards. I'm not counting Dismember because not a lot of decks can actually run Dismember well. But yeah, Bolt, Push, and Path. This dodges Bolt. So might be. I'm not saying this is going to be good, by the way. I'm saying that it might be cool in a vehicles deck. But it dodges Bolt, which is pretty darn nice. It also blocks really well. Like, it would be better if it were a 0/7, but that's actually really big for a 2-drop. This blocks really damn well. Like, no Prowess creatures ever getting through this. Consulate Dreadnought's an interesting one. Repluter Scooter. Are there any big crew ones that are cheap? Let's see. The other ones are a bit too expensive. Oh, that's kind of sad. Like a Mardu vehicles, maybe? Could be a thing. I don't know. Like, the fact that it cruised this one is already pretty darn cool. Or a more control-oriented shell with Ox, removal, Art of Kiran, and Planeswalkers. That's also a thing. I don't know. I think it's a cool card. Like, one of those niche cards that I'm glad it exists. Maybe someday it will lead to something. What else? It's just Restoration Angel, but worse. I mean, it's different, right? This protects a creature. Basically, it tags out with a creature. It's okay. I think Resto is just better. Kinda sad that Smuggler Sculptor is too good for Pioneer. 2 things. I don't think that a card is too good for Pioneer. I think it was banned under pretty unfortunate circumstances because if I remember correctly, the card was banned when Mono Black was the only aggro deck that could exist, and it was the only deck holding the format together. And they just banned every tier 1 deck, and like the best piece to ban, they just took it as Smuggler Sculptor because Smuggler Sculptor is good at grinding, which is true. But I'd love for them to unban it in Pioneer. Like a Mardu Vehicles deck in Pioneer sounds really cool. What else? It's trash. Has this got any good creature control that are enchanted or could have double strike? That's... I mean, Hammer doesn't want it. It's 4 mana, of course not. Well, maybe you get to attach things for free. Like this lets you recur creatures. I don't think Emmer would ever run this over anything else, but it might be cute. But I don't think this will ever see play. It's just trash. Rally the ranks. A worse anthem. This card is really cool. Redain, God of the Worthy. So it does a lot. But what's cool about it is that it does a lot. They're actually relevant effects. Like Snowlands come in tapped means that control gets kind of shafted. This is, by the way, this is the only snow hate card we got in the set, which is kind of sad. I was hoping for a snow price of progress, even if it were 1 damage for each non-basic land. I'd have been pretty happy. And I think it would have been good for the format. Like, can you imagine doing that against control or amulet? Which I'm not saying is a problem for the format, but it's definitely something that is on the upper side of being really strong. Snowlands, and they enter tapped. Non-creature spells with CMC 4 more. Cost 2 more to cast. So this is really cool against board wipes. Because it's 3, so even if you're on the draw, you get to tax the board wipe, which is pretty cool. And then the other side, what's cool is that this side is good against control, and this side is good against aggro. If a source, an opponent will control will deal damage to your opponent you control, prevent 1 of that damage, so that's pretty cool. And it basically has a Unsettled Mariner effect. 4 mana is a bit steep, especially if you want this against aggro, but I think that it being a wide card might warrant some slots in sideboards. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Taxes wants to run a couple in the side. And these flip gods are really good design because they're both sides are legendary, so basically only the 3rd copy ever gets too awkward. They work well with each other, right? I think that's the thing. Most of them work well with each other. You get to equip this to itself. This does things. That's pretty cool. Anything else of note for white? I don't think so. The spirits want this. It's a 1-drop, and it's a 1-drop that's a 2/1. That's pretty on the beat 'em up side. You can poop out tokens, which is decent. I wouldn't be surprised if people try this out in spirits. I don't think it'll stick because spirits prefers their tricky creatures that like do things when they ETB. But I wouldn't be surprised if people tested it out. What else? Like this gods. It's very cute, but I think it's unplayable in modern. This also pretty unplayable. This spirit's really cute. But I think that it's too big of a mana investment for something that gets bolted here. And something that always gets pushed. Because I was talking about Ox, I was saying, oh, it dodges bolt, it's cool. This dodges bolt after 6 mana, and they can still answer to this last one, so it's not great. But a cool thing about it is that you can keep stacking the last effect. Yeah, so you keep drawing, so for each time you stack this effect, you draw a card. So if you, I don't know, if you manage to activate this like 5 times in a game, don't know what game you're playing, but if you manage to do this 5 times in a game, you draw 5 cards per hit. Some of these cards are getting to Yu-Gi-Oh levels of text. I don't know, I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! I know it has a lot of text, but this one's reminiscent of a really old card, right? Has a name. I know it has a name. Figure of Destiny. I think that was it. Yeah. Which is, it's cool, you know. It's a limited card. But yeah, tons of text on this one. Okay, now Avalanche Caller. I think people are sleeping on this card. Personally, I think this is one of the better cards of the set. Great stats for okay. It dies to all forms of 1-mana removal, sure. But this isn't a card to play on turn 2. This is a really Caller sim. Yeah, Caller seems absolutely insane. Because not only is it a wizard and a human, two very relevant creature types, it's also a snow permanent. And for 2 mana that you don't need to tap, so you can activate this multiple times per turn if you have a bunch of mana, you get a 4/4 that attacks. That's really good. And the hidden mode of this card is that it protects your lands. So you know that Field of the Dead deck that people love playing? Imagine you trying to kill their land and they go, no, I give X-proof to that land. So, good luck, opponent. This card seems really good. I wouldn't be surprised if this card plays not only Modern, but even Legacy. Like, it needs 3 lands on the board to do stuff. Like, this seems really good. Protects from Wasteland. It protects from Wasteland. Yeah, good point. Can you imagine that? I'm not saying it will. I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Because this card really reads really well. And I didn't even think... I thought about it protecting lands, but I didn't think... Have a haircut? Oh, I shaved. That's my mug. Yeah, I shaved. I can't grow a proper beard. But it was still getting annoying, so I shaved. But yeah, this protecting from Wasteland isn't even something that I considered, but damn, that's a really good call. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is played in Legacy, and I think that people are sleeping on it in Modern. I haven't seen any brews with Avalanche Caller, but I really wouldn't be surprised. Like, even humans can run these, like, right? Is that too crazy? It's great flood protection. Like, if you manage to put, I don't know if humans, yeah, they might not want it, but it's flood protect. That's what's getting to me. It's flood protection. Can you imagine humans who don't like to flood gets this and then just, oh cool, I can just make a bunch of 4/4s. But I don't know. I think the card's really cool, and I can't wait for people to notice it, if they ever notice it. This card just does everything. Okay, let's move on. I'm simping for that card. What else? I think this is too cute. Like, it takes a lot of time to do its thing. Again, cool design, both sides work together, but I think it takes too long. Ooh, whoops. I think it takes too long to do its thing. And by the way, if I skip a card, I'm going by order, so if I skip a card that you think it's cool or good, please let me know. I'll review it too. A 1-mana snow creature that has a relevant control ability. I don't know. Icefang Quaddle would love a good snow 1-drop. I don't think this is play, but just throwing things out there. This card looks hilarious. And this card probably is busted in limited. And like, oh, you can cast it for less, but it's still a 6-drop. 6 drop. That's actually not a lot. Like, you need all snow. I don't know. Wait, no. Oh yes, Snowland. Okay, I thought it was snow. For a moment, I thought it was snow permanent. I was ready to say, oh no, I'm an idiot. This is gonna be castable at like turn 4. Mystic Reflection. I think people are kind of high on Mystic Reflection because it does things with both Field of the Dead and those creatures that on ETB make other creatures. There's a merfolk that does that. I don't know its name. I really don't know its name. But also Seasoned Pyromancer. Like, this makes a lot of power on the board. Do the math, but if you discard 2 cards, like you play Seasoned Pyromancer, you cast this. Seasoned Pyromancer makes 2 Seasoned Pyromancers, each of which draws you 2 cards. So you can make up to 6 power in Pyromancers and another 6 on tokens. Yeah, that sounds cute. I don't think it will see any play. I think this is win more, a bit win more, or a bit too awkward, because I think that if you're making copies, you need a lot of mana for this to be good. So I don't think this will see much play. I'm talking about Miss. Can you? I hope you can see my mouse pointer well enough, because I'm just jiggling my mouse over cards that I think that are interesting. What else? Orvar. This is a commander card, right? Yeah, copying things. A legendary 4-drop that dies to bolt. Screams commander. Raven form. There was a great graphic. Yeah. It was with the merfolk, right? It was something crazy too. Let me see if I can find it actually. Oh, I think it's been way too long. I shared it in a WhatsApp group, but just too long ago. There's something crazy. Like, if you have like 3 devotion, you make like 40 power, something crazy like that. So yeah, if this plays, yeah, yeah, like 90 power with 3 or 4 devotion. So this might play Merfolk. This might play Merfolk, especially because you have Flash Merfolk. It's on Nikachu's channel. Oh, probably. If I can find it, I'll show it. But it's something pretty crazy. It might, yeah. I'm assuming people will test this out in Merfolk, and if it ends up being good, I won't be surprised. I don't think it's displaying. I saw people throwing this on, saying that, oh, you play this with Titan and your Titan fetches field, so you cast this on Titan, and zombies come out as extra Titans. Okay, that's going a bit too far, buddy. Because you still need mana to cast this, and Titan wants to cast Titan ASAP. I don't think it has space for it. Oh, Raven form. Raven forms. I know that people were upset with the card because it's a pie break. Not really. This type of effect has existed in white. Sorry. This type of effect has existed in blue for a long time. Like Pongify. Pongify is a card. Yeah, Pongify, it destroys, but still. It's blue removal. The thing that I think this card would be very playable, by the way, if it were an instant. That's about it. If this card were an instant, I think people would be playing it. Because it also exiles artifact, and exiling is just pretty good. But it's a sorcery, so no one will play it. I think people are pissed off because white doesn't. Yeah, that's true. I can't disagree that white really didn't get it. Well, as I said before, this set's pretty low power. No more mana. Yeah, Manathide's a pretty interesting card. Like, what else can you do? Can you just... Are you just gonna start color shifting counterspells? There's like a... There's a tax counterspell of every type and every cost for blue. I don't know. Might be a cool design to explore. But as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it wasn't just white that got nothing back, because this is unplayable in like modern and probably Pioneer too. Well, maybe not Pioneer. Pioneer probably plays a lot of a lot at sorcery speed, so maybe it's good there. But even then, it's not amazing by being a sorcery. So yeah, I just think that this set's pretty low power compared to other sets, so white not getting anything is... Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. Like, development is just... Oh, there hasn't been an Eidolon since... Yeah. They're definitely like, oh, this seems fun. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. Instead of thinking, okay, red does this, let's design cards with this theme. But I'll rant about red when I get there. Yeah, back to Ixalan. Nothing. Well, actually, there's some cards that I think that are interesting. Are there any excellent cards that see play in Modern? Maybe Bosseidon in sideboards? But I kind of pushed that idea because I really like the card. It's also good, but... like, Search for a Scanta saw play for a while. But I think now it's mostly a meme. Did black get anything good? This is all trash. This is all trash, right? I'm not even reading these cards. Ooh, Dream Devourer is an interesting one. Scant used to be playable in Control. Yeah, but it was playable, right? Playable. Jeez. It was only playable. Like, I remember that people were playing 1 and siding it out pretty often. So yeah, this set might actually be a bit better than Ixalan, which is good in my opinion. Dream Devourer is pretty cool because... Oh, okay. Dream Devourer would be pretty cool. This card's garbage. It would be pretty cool if you got to cast spells off of Foretell that have no mana cost. So your typical As Foretold shenanigan doesn't work here. You can't pay 2 to foretell an Ancestral Vision? I always get too confused. Yeah, Ancestral Vision. You can't pay 2 to foretell this and then cast it from foretell for 0. Because this card says its foretell cost is equal to its mana cost. This has no mana cost, so it has no foretell cost. If it said converted mana cost, is where you'd be able to cast no mana cost cards. But sadly it doesn't work, so I don't think this will see any play. But you never know. There might be a weird interaction that I'm just not seeing here. Which there might, like this card has very weird text. But until I know a decent interaction with this card with some other card, I don't think it will see play. This does something. 3 mana 6/6 with Death Touch. Unfortunately, exiling 2 cards is a lot. Exiling 2 cards is really a lot. This side's quite cute though. Again, cool design, both sides work together. This side's quite cute because you get to mill yourself. and it has a draw ability. I thought this could play Dredge, but Dredge doesn't really have space for more 1-drops. They already don't play the set of... I hate flip cards, to be honest, in paper. Yeah, in paper they're a bit annoying. Especially because they limit the type of sleeves you can get. That's super annoying. Or like you have to have it on the side and then bring it in, then it's only single sleeve and it's super annoying. But even then, I don't know, they look cool. And they're the best foils around since they don't pringle. This side is cute. I don't think it's his modern play. Again, Dredge doesn't have space for it. If it said target player mills a card, I might be sold on it, but as is, I think it's just slightly a bit too bad. Or like mill 2 cards would be pretty good too, maybe too good. But the ability to draw a card seems strong, so this actually sees some play. Won't be surprised. Like a Vengevine Shell, I guess. Maybe. What else? This is all bad. This bad? Yeah, this is bad. Vraska's Contempt, downshifted to common. It's not, by the way. The 2 life on Vraska's Contempt is really relevant. This is all just bad, right? 2 mana 0/4. That acts as removal. You can't do it right away. Like, this would be cool with Luris, because it's recurable removal that scales, but you can't do it at like per turn. You have to wait. Even then, not gonna lie, it's cool with Luris probably. The fact that it's a 0/4 means it blocks well, so that's a good synergy. Play this, play Luris, do this, next turn play this, it blocks, next turn sacrifice this, start recurring it every turn. I don't know, sounds kinda cool. Sounds kinda cool. Like a better deadweight, but still it's 2 mana. Like, there are better things to recur for 2 mana. Like actual threats that can block and attack. What else? People are really high on tier grid. I guess because I've seen decks with tier grid. I think that a 5-drop's a bit too steep. It has some decent stats, not gonna lie. 4/5. Like, dodges bolt and push. Whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from the graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So this plays really well with late game discard. And yeah, this is actually kind of cool. However, I don't like this side. Like this first, this first mode of it, the tapping, just lets them choose. It's a big no. Is the Elf Berserker any good? Oh, this Campfire Avenger. Oh yeah, probably. This card probably is really good. Elves already has an incentive to play black. And this is a... what's it called? You know the card I'm talking about, the recent one, that you do this, but for every card that dies. Did that one count itself? What's it called? What's it called? It's not Murderous Rider. That's the... oh my god, what's it called? Chat, please help me. What's the 3-mana card that does this? Midnight Reaper. That's it. Midnight Reaper. Yeah, Midnight Reaper counts itself, which is pretty relevant. At worst, like at its very worst, its opponent wastes removal and you draw a card. Here that doesn't happen. However, I do think that it's a good anti-board wipe. Yeah, me too. That's actually when I started playing Magic, like at all. And I loved my Rakdos Burn deck. Like it wasn't tier 1, but god damn it, wasn't it fun. So yeah, this could see playing elves. If I were an elf player, I'd look to test a couple. This has really good aggressive stats. And like if you're killing this over a lord, I don't see your life going really well. And if your opponent board wipes, you're drawing a bunch of cards. And as I was saying, you already have an incentive to be playing black, so I like this. Tyrgrid's Lantern, yeah. The opponent having the ability to choose makes this not so appealing. Because you're basically always playing this for its creature side, but the creature side plays quite well with some modern cards. So maybe this is cool. Same servant. I don't even know what that is. Like I started playing a bit before guilds, but I was an arena only player that didn't know how to play. That's pretty cool. And then I went to the guilds pre-release. My pool was amazing. I went like 1-3. But then I really started to get into the game. I started to brew a Boros aggro. Then I kept getting destroyed by counter magic, so I fell in love with Burn a little after that. That's been my life since. What else? Valky, God of Lies. So this is already seeing play. Sadly, I don't think that Jund is the right... Well, maybe it is. Okay. Use Mono Red Turbo Burn deck using shit like Swiftspear. Oh, I love... Oh, I remember that article. I think. It was like a very funny article about how Burn should actually be Burn. The 3-man deal 4. Yeah, Risk Factor. I love that card. No, it's fine, it's fine. Valky. So Valky's already seeing some play. I know that people tested it out in Jund. I think that people are making really scuffed Jund lists. Please don't cut your threats to play Valky, because Valky is a grindier card. Cut your useless cards. Cut your other walkers to play Valky, and maybe try to win games before your opponent has like 8 lands and can start churning out Field of the Dead tokens. That's a plan for all you Jund players. Maybe play more threats. I want to make a Jund list on stream, because I think that Jund is currently not well built. I think it's too cute of a deck. There are a lot of cards that could be played in Jund that aren't being played, but it's pretty useless in the current meta. I think Liliana is even more useless. But I'll talk about Jund when I build Jund on stream. But Valk is a pretty cool card. Like, this side is decent. It doesn't always work if they don't have creatures this bad. I imagine playing Liliana. Yeah, Liliana isn't great right now. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're a Jund player watching this, I'm sorry, Liliana isn't good right now. Control. Bro, I have a okay, so here's what I did to my channel. I hope this works. Wait. Okay, so I have this thing that lets me... That lets you actually, you pay bits and a sound cue plays. I have 2 right now. I have a Let's Go for when hype things happen. Which maybe I should re-record that because it wasn't with the good mic. But I have another one, which is basically calling me an idiot. You know, for when I choose Deflecting Palm with my own Deflecting Palm, it's not working for some reason. It's basically myself calling myself an idiot. Oh, I kind of wanted to show you guys. Kind of wanted to show you guys. Is this it? No, this is it. Yeah, that's it. Did you see that? Yeah, those are the 2. Whoa, I opened VLC. Those are the 2 sound cues I have. So, you know, be ready when I punt. I was trash talking Liliana. Yeah, Liliana isn't good. I think, god damn it, you guys got me in a controverse mood. I think that Renin 6, pretty shitty card if you're not playing control, like pure control. And even then, like, playing Renin 6 on turn 2 is so bad. Against any deck that has a decent clock, it's so bad. Like, seriously, yeah, it draws you a card every turn, sure, but it also, the card it draws costs life, so that ain't great. Means you're tapping mana at sorcery speed, which isn't great. It's a really low priority target for most aggro decks, so that's irrelevant. Ren 6 shitty card. Yeah, Ren 6 in Ponza is so wrong. At least the Ponza community knows, and I've seen it being commented on that Ren 6 a pretty easy cut if you want to fit something else. But I think that especially in Jund. By the way, I want to say this. I made this pretty cheap because I want you guys to have an incentive to actually use them, but please don't spam me. Please don't spam the "you idiot" soundbite, which I might re-record, by the way, because again, streaming for 6 months, never know I had this mic. All right, so Valky. The other side's really good. Not gonna lie. Like this side's insane. It's an instant draw 2. It has an answer on a minus. It goes. It's a +2. That's really good. Like it's 7 mana, of course it's good, but cascading into this is really good. I think it depends if this side is good. Like if there are a lot of creatures in the meta, this side's good. I don't know. Imagine you copy a Swiftspear with this. Swiftspear is a good beater. Imagine you copy Scourge with this, even a Goyf. That would mean your opponent's playing Goyf. I don't know, or even a Dryad, so you can play our. I don't know. This ability sounds good if the meta has a lot of creatures. The other side's obviously insane. Valkyries, yeah, that's why I think this card might stick a little more than it should. It hits Uro. And the fact that it curves really well off of Thoughtseize, you know, you go Thoughtseize, oh, take your removal, then Valky, oh, take your Uro. Now you can't remove this because I took your removal. Turn 3, you can copy the card, attack, gain life, ramp, draw a card. Yeah. I don't think it will happen enough times to justify this. Like this dying to lava darts, somewhat of a problem. I don't know. It's definitely a playable card. It's definitely a playable card. Again, as I've said before, I want to make these little segments, and it's been, well, it's been a long time since I started this review. But I want to make these little segments before I start the league, and some of them will be deck building, like deck building Jund before playing Burn. It's a title I never thought I'd say. Okay, let's keep rolling. Now Red. Oh, Red got so shafted this set. I say that, but there are a lot of interesting cards, honestly. Arnie probably only plays standard. Here it is, the Storm card. So wish if Valky dies so you can use it. Yeah, that's true. But then you're playing Witch's Cottage. Hence, you should play more threats. Yeah, I like that. I like Witch's Cottage if you're playing more threats, like a smart Jund player would. Yeah, that's a call out. But if you play more threats, then Witch's Cottage can actually be good. And with Witch's Cottage, then Valky is probably good too. Yeah, I think that if you play a more well-built Jund, Valky can be good. Bergi, God of Storytelling. People are already testing this out. I think I have a print here somewhere of a Storm deck. Is it a Spire? Yeah, it's a Spiring Spikes game. It's gonna show you the print. Oh, that's really small. Look at this board state. It's pretty funny. Watching Yaman Killer play Tibalt's Trickery. Yeah, Tibalt's Trickery. I'll talk about Tibalt's Trickery when we get there. Yeah, look at this board state. Like this card, whoops. This card could actually have some potential. The biggest bonus of this card is that unlike every other mana reducer, it makes mana on cantrips on one red. It makes red cantrips free, which is really cool. Put it alongside the Steam Keen, as you see here. You got yourself a Storm deck with maybe an aggro shell. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, you don't need a lot to use Witch's Cottage. I think that you need a lot, at least a lot more than Jund already has, to effectively have Witch's Cottage. I just mean that the deck should play more threats. Like, the deck should play. I mentioned this earlier in the Discord. The deck should play the full set of Bonecrusher Giant, the full set of Seasoned Pyromancer, probably a full set of a 2-drop that's actually good, so not Bob. I think the deck could play a set of Channeler or Dreadhorde Arcanist, because let me tell you, going turn 1 Arcanist, going turn 1 Thoughtseize into turn 2 Arcanist, into turn 3 Attack, and discard another card is really darn strong. But yeah, Bergi, cool effect. The other side, cool for grinding, so maybe. I like the card. I like the card. And again, it has seen play already. Might not stick, but it's definitely a cool card. These giants are cute. Turn to Bob. Oh yeah, I never. Oh yeah, because Red has gotten a lot of good cards recently. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Seasoned Pyromancer Bonecrushers should be a playset in every mid-range deck. They're that good. Like, seriously, just play them. They're both card advantage engines in a color that struggles to have card advantage. So, if you're playing Red, you need a very good excuse. Ren and 6 and Liliana aren't good excuses to run those, by the way. Which is the reason Jund doesn't play them, because they want to play their walkers. I should stop shitting on them. Should save that for another day. What was I reviewing? This is all garbage, garbage, garbage. Frostbite, right? Right, chat? Frostbite's an amazing card. Oh wait, it doesn't go face. Ah, Jesus. Finally fixed the big dilemma. Shock is too bad for standard, Bolt is too good for standard. You fuse them, make a serious restriction, like playing Snow Permanence isn't free, and you have a pretty balanced card. Oh, nope. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's, honest to God, I think that's part of it. Like, if you have 4 foil Lilianas that each cost you like $200, you kind of don't want to not play them. For real. But that's fine in paper. But in Magic Online, maybe you shouldn't be so stubborn to change. Because locally you can play all sorts of crap and still win. Just need a not super competitive meta. And in paper, people usually play what they have. You don't have a lot of. You have a lot of them, but I don't think it's that wide, that common, that people just build the next best deck. Like, I think that if stores were open worldwide, I don't think that Uro would be a big problem in store, because the deck's too expensive, and people have just left 2020 with a lot of bans, so they might not want to invest in an all-mythic deck. But yeah. Is there anything else of note? Ah, Tybalt's Trickery. The card of the hour. Tybalt's Trickery... Okay, I've said what I thought about the card as a counter. So, like, I think that in red decks that lack answers to some spells, an example, Scapeshift, use this, they can't Scapeshift, maybe you win, or maybe you don't lose right away. It's a cool choice to have, it's a cool choice to have. As a combo piece, so the Master of Combo Sodek says he's 15-5 with the deck. Here is the deck right now. Here's his latest version of the deck. I gotta say, it's really darn cool. The side, I think the side's pretty cool. Like, just side into Titan. That's pretty cool. I think the mana base with Mystic Sanctuary is pretty cool because something happens, you can grind it out. The Gemstone Caverns are pretty cool. I'm guessing that you have enough mountains to enable Valakut game 1. You have 1, 5. Maybe not. Wow. I feel like this deck should have $1 bulk rare by Christmas. Probably, yeah, by Christmas for sure. Because this, get discarded, you kind of lose. And here's the thing about this combo that other combos don't suffer from. If you want to beat this, you do, because this can't run a sideboard. Like, this is a transformative sideboard, but this deck can't run answers, so if you... Ooh. I don't have Magic Online open. But if you want to run... Just gonna flat out say it. I might run today. Make sure I don't reveal my password here. So, I'd rather pass the topic, but let's just track this question with Blood Bread. Okay. I think I would play Tarmogoyf. I think Tarmogoyf's a decent 2-drop. But yeah, basically that. Like a strong Rakdos, splashing Goyf and Bloodbraid Elf, and Decay, and then some sideboard cards. And I think that would be the best iteration of the deck. Like, what green cards does Jun play? It's just Ren and 6, right? You know what deck's in trouble when you have to scroll really down to see it. Jun. Here it is. A dude Gotta show you this. I gotta show you this. A dude played Jund in the challenge with Tireless Tracker in the main. Imagine playing Tireless Tracker split with Seasoned Pyromancer. Wow. Like, it's not just me, right? Just play 4 Seasoned Pyromancer. The card's really good. Even a green card on the side. I guess that's fine for now. Also, don't play Ashiok. This card's pretty bad. Maybe it isn't. Like, Amulet's a thing, right? Well, either way, I think that if you want to beat that deck, you can. You just... What do you do? Cards that beat that deck, which I might play today, because I'm kind of scared, not gonna lie. Burn has a bad matchup, even if I'm playing the hero, the Deflecting Palm. But I think that if you play Silence and mull for Silence game 2, you just win game 2. And then game 3, if they sat out to Titan, you just win that race every day. Like, yeah, they're playing a 15 card deck. Well, am I bad at math? I am. So it's 1545, the split between spells and lands. But 8 Titans is a lot, so they just need to find one. But it's way slower, right? It should be somewhat slower. Unlike the Titan turn isn't lethal. So yeah, like if you want to beat them, just play this. Or Actual Silence. Or Actual Silence. But yeah, I think that the reason that us Burn players aren't playing Chandra's Incinerator is because black and blue are really strong magic colors. You can run Cybert as just utility lands. Yeah, but that's worse. Sodak tried that. He actually trophied with that. But he said that it was bad. I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna trust his judgment that the land sideboard's just bad. Because you lose to the same... The idea of this sideboard is that it's harder to disrupt than this. But even this sideboard, I don't think it's great because it also loses to, first of all, Thoughtseize. If they keep a Titan and you Thoughtseize it, then they're kind of owned. And also to Aethergust, so this loses to the same colors. Maybe there's a sideboard plan that doesn't lose to the same hate that this one does. But I don't know. I don't think that the deck as is can resist the test of time or the test of popularity, because if that deck's popular, you just plan to beat it and you beat it. But those are my thoughts on Tybalt's Trickery. Okay. Toralf, remember when Toralf was revealed? I was really mad. This card reads like garbage. But earlier I was reading it again, and I was thinking, well, you know what? It's a win con that can be played earlier as a stronger win con, and worst case scenario is recurable removal. Then I read that it only gets pumped if it's a legendary. That already an iffy card just gets killed by this line of text. It's like as long as it's legendary. Otherwise, might be cute. Not for modern, probably. But still, recurable removal, like the whole reason that Lures was such a problem, because you can just recur Seal of Fire and no one can get ahead on board. Even then. But yeah, those are my thoughts about Tybalt's Trickery. As a regular card, I think it's niche, but I think it might see play in certain metas. Like, I would play it if Amulet, Ad Nauseam, and Escape Shift were all big. What else? And set it to Zergo in Pioneer. That's true, but that's still 4 mana. These are just bad, right? Yeah. This card's almost interesting. It needed to make red mana. It needed to make red mana. Alright, is there anything green that we're interested in? Has good cards. Pretty sure this is just straight garbage. Pretty sure this is just straight garbage. Again, the front side and the back side work really well together. That's cool. But I don't know. Definitely not convinced. It's too... It's a big plan to not win you the game on the spot. Especially because you have to play itself, and it hitting itself is just bad. I'm not convinced this will ever be a thing. I know one Amulet player at least that wants to try out Izzet's Chariot in a Karn board. Maybe. You play it. It doesn't have if Chariot had aced, I'd be sold on it. Because the turn it can, well, the Amulet does play the haste lands. I know that people are going to try it, so yeah, because this is basically a Field of the Dead that you can Karn for, I guess. Very limited in applications Field of the Dead. It's still cute. Because when you attack, you make one more cat, right? I don't know. I think it isn't strong enough. Again, because you need... If it had aced, maybe I'd be convinced. As is, not really. This ramp's kind of cute. I don't think it's enough, though. So, when In Search for Greatness was revealed, people were really hyped about it. But... Once upon a time... Oh, Finn. Oh yeah, Finn's a thing. Death Touch. Yeah, pretty good stats for a 2-drop. And it gives poison counters. Maybe makes Pioneer. In fact, maybe. There's some good Death Touch in Pioneer for that format. For that format's power level. So maybe. I think it's unplayable in Modern. But maybe in Pioneer could see play. I think that when In Search for Greatness was spoiled, people were saying, oh my god, this card's incredible. You go turn 1, whatever the fuck you want to do. Turn 2, you play In Search for Greatness. Turn 3, you ramp out a 3-drop. And then the people that can read, which isn't me, someone had to tell me this, noticed, oh no, it says among other permanents you control, so you can't ramp off itself. And immediately I thought, oh, so this card's unplayable. Gotcha. But then the idea of playing this with ley lines came to be, and today I saw someone on stream, I think it was Aspiring Spike, playing this and going so Leyline of Abundance, and this with Leyline of Abundance in the mono green shell, in the Pioneer mono green shell, is really something else. I think that Nisa, who shakes the world, is really strong, and Karn's a really good payoff. and the current boards in Modern are really good. So, and something that I think that makes this card not only interesting but playable, it's actually the Scry. Big mana has the issue of ramping a lot and then not having anything to do with their mana, and the Scry is surprisingly helpful at digging for that payoff. So I think that a mono green could finally exist in Modern. I think so. Jorn is half a Sword of Feast and Famine. The other side's interesting with Icefang Quaddle, still at 3 mana, with a pretty subpar creature and an artifact that kinda can't impact the battlefield unless you have more 2 mana open, and cards entering tap means that you can't just freely cycle Quaddles as removal. So I don't think this will see play, but it's an interesting card. Probably sees play in Pioneer. Probably is an all-star in Standard, but I don't think this will play Modern. Oh, wait, what's this? So it's ramp, a 2 mana rock. That's actually impressive. No more legendary creatures. She gets +4/+2 in vigilance. Maybe. But legendary creatures, that's so lame. Yeah, never mind that. Masked Vandal. I heard people saying that this card was really amazing and one of the best. One of the best. What was I gonna say? Oh, one of the best enchantment artifact removals ever, because it's a changeling, so it can play in tribal decks and play with their mana base. Still, I think that exiling a card from your graveyard means that you must have already lost something for this to answer a problem. It not being able to flat out answer something is a problem for me. But yeah, being a human, being a spirit, being a goblin even is relevant. So maybe we see this card seeing some play. This review's taking such a long time. Maybe this set isn't so bad. Maybe this set isn't so bad after all. I think Old Growth Roll's pretty interesting. It's a threat that stays a threat once you kill it. But I think that 3 green is pretty high. Okay. This is all garbage. Any of the sagas? Yes, actually. I think that the Bloodski Massacre is really cool. It's actually a really cool card because Bloodbraid Elf is a Berserker. So you play this, turn 4, you play Bloodbraid, draw 2, and turn whatever, you maybe use this mana to cast something. Not convinced again. The 3-drop slot's already filled with Bone Crusher Giant and Seasoned Pyromancer in Jund. So this isn't great. The Invasion of Giants saw brews with this, mostly Temur Titan brews, because this does discount Primeval Titan, but the second chapter doesn't hit the board. I think that's too big of a downside, to be honest. I think that Narfi Betrayer King is a really strong card, because Prized Amalgam not only is a zombie, but gets triggered by the ability of Narfi, and Narfi can do this at instant speed. So we're talking about, I just mill myself a bunch, end step on your turn, I put this on the battlefield. Well, not end step, second main phase. End step, 4 amalgams come in, I untap, I have 20 power on board, because amalgams are 4/4s and this is a 4/3. That sounds really cool, not gonna lie. Although 3 snow mana in a deck that probably wants to spend turn 1 and 2 doing aggressive things means it's probably a fetch basic heavy mana base, which doesn't play too well with the I mill myself plan. But interesting card. Mostly Lava Dart. Mostly Lava Dart. Because your 3-drop against Prowess kinda needs to be good. Like Bone Crusher requires Bolt or 2 spells. Seasoned Pyromancer is spread across up to 3 bodies, so it's also really annoying for Prowess to deal with. And I don't think you're winning a race with Skelemental. And also, it not being a permanent threat is kind of an issue. I think that you can play a Thunderkin Awakener build that's not just meme elementals. Are you burning any face after chat? Yeah. I'm still playing a league with burn. That's not. What do I mean? That's still gonna happen. I thought that reviewing Kaldheim would take like 20 minutes tops. There were a lot of cards. But yeah, I was talking about Narfi might be a cool card to build around. Like the rest is just Fire of Heroes. Just very quickly, I think that the constraint that it needs to be of the same tribe means it's ever only gonna play in tribal decks, and like tribal decks kinda don't have space for this. However, the toolbox aspect of it might improve tribal decks quite a bit. And then the land, the snow duels probably see play in control. I think that's about it. Okay, just in case, such a scuffed stream, just in case I separate the VOD for this and the league that's coming, thank you for watching this pseudo set review. I meant to be harsher, but actually there are a lot of interesting cards in this set. I thought this was going to be fast because I was just going to say, oh, this has like 3 cards that are interesting, the rest is just plain garbage, but actually, there's space to brew here. There's space to brew. Well, either way, let's go to our gameplay here. Now, real talk. Someone on the Discord said that there was a lot of tribal today. Makes sense. There was some tribal support. I'm not getting rid of Path, of Surgical. I want to bring Hushbringer. Do I want to get rid of Smash for Deafening Silence? That would be my only change. Like getting rid of my Artifact Hate, because I haven't really been feeling the Artifact Hate, and I'm kind of scared of. Whoops! I'm kind of scared of the combo. So do I want to not play Artifact Hate? Let's see how our combo matchup is. Let's see how bad our combo matchup is. If it's too bad, I look into. Oh, that was fast. Oh, that is loud. This in-game chat is the proper size. Alright, let's go. Alright, that's a mulligan. Oh, that's a mulligan. Hello. That's a keep. That is a keep. With double creature, I kind of want to throw Searing Blaze. Am I doing this? You're playing no artifact hating hammer time. Matt is so scared to me. Yeah. That's what make me keep them in. Do I want to risk a one lander with like the fetch to shuffle those two lands in my deck? I think I do. I don't think I win a game on a multi 5 by playing it safe. Oh no. Oh no. The reasons I'm saying oh no is because I need to shock here because I have Helix in hand. He had a fast land, which is still a problem. Hopefully, okay, so I need to find a land fast. Hopefully we do find a land. But this matchup should be easy. As I light up the stage. Oh, double land, that's good for me. Unless he kept a one lander. It's no bueno. God damn it. I still think I had to do it. Still think I had to do it. I think I can raise this. If my opponent goes land, dart me, Stormwing. Sorry, I went FK. Did you keep Smash? Yeah. List unchanged. Okay, I need a land here. Put 2 cards on top, that's scary. Come on, land. Preferably a basic. So we lose, right? Yeah. It was the land. I don't think I can win. I'm taking at least 4. Going down to 8. He kept 2 on top. He has 5. Yeah. Not winning this game. I took a risk. I'm not... what do I want to say? I don't regret taking the risk. But... God damn it, if it doesn't feel bad when it happens. They play Dragon's Claw, right? Don't think I can beat a Dragon's Claw. Keeping one landers hasn't worked out for me lately. On the draw, I'd still say go for it. I think it's reasonable enough. On the play, I hate keeping them. And like on a multi 5, I kind of forced to keep. Well, looking back, if I had kept one Swiftspear, I would have. I'm gonna keep this hand just because it goes super fast. But I'm going into more one lands, just to answer it work. I mean, I guess like on the blind, I made this choice. Like if that were game 2, I would have thrown a Swiftspear down to guarantee curving Searing Blaze into Helix and just being ahead by a mile. I think this here. I have path for a Stormwing if needs be, but I'm just gonna try and run. And deck. Come on, opponent. I'm not gonna kill your shitty Soulscar Mage. I probably am. Do I want to kill that? No, right. I have a lot of gas. Oh, yeah, that's super good. I want him to play around. Oh, nothing? Okay. I wanted him to play around Searing Blaze, which I guess he did. He can dodge a Searing Blaze with... Getting kinda dangerous. Getting kinda dangerous. Actually, no. Let's see how this works out. I'm pathing Soul Scar probably. Yeah, I'm winning the chicken game here. It's fine. I don't die, do I? Please tap that, son of a bitch. I like that. I like that. What's good about this is that he can't tap these. He can't crack that. Which means he has no counter magic. Me revealing this game too is kinda poopy, but... Skewer Eidolon. Alright, game 3, same side, I think. I think I need to run Smashed Smithereens, which kinda sucks. But it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. I kinda like this hand with Palm and Smash and Eidolon. This doesn't raise, this is way too control, but I am on the play. That Eidolon looks so bad here. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep. Oh, no counter, I would have hit the spike. Much. Ooh. That's tempting. Because I kind of want to play the control role here. If he goes into Stormwing, I'll let it hit. Izzet Prowess still run Claw? Probably. I can't imagine they don't. They actually don't. Wow. So I mull to 6, basically. That's cool. You'll have to see it. However... Oh, this is such a tight decision. Okay, I think my opponent has to have removal. He kept a one-lander, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna palm the Swiftspear so he can't play. God damn it. I was thinking I'm gonna palm the Swiftspear so he can't. So he can't play light up the stage. It's pretty good. Such a weird game. Just buying some time here. He's absolutely gonna remove it. Oh, he has Bolt. Do I call the bluff? I know he has Bolt. Yeah. I have to call it here. He has Bolt for sure. Oh. Making me take damage for Rift Bolt. Sure. Just attack here. My opponent's gonna kill it. There it is. This kind of sucks, but my opponent's pretty much out of gas. So I kind of want this. This is a Helix if they try to bolt me. God damn it. Please bolt me. Please bolt me, opponent, so I can Helix you. Jesus fucking Christ, Lava Dart. That's cool, now I have my own. I've killed people with Deflecting Palm on nothing before, just to Prowess, just to trigger Prowess. And now he's drawing the lands. What can we do here? I need to save this for a Lightning Bolt. First lightning on me. And let that hit. Because I think he has a bolt, or I think he's gonna try and Lava Dart this. Oh. Well, that still kinda works. So I need to bottom this, right? I guess I top. He's out of gas. Oh. That's neat. Now do I attack? No, right? GG's. Still not GG's. I need to hold this. Need to hold this back. A bolt is still lethal for them. Ah, coward. He should have attacked. God damn it. So close. I have to take it. I'm not winning. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool draw. He has to block. Now he needs to find Stormwing. Yeah, okay. That was an intense game 3, by the way. But good to know that they don't run deflecting claw anymore. Dragon's claw anymore. That's pretty valuable information. That's a pretty interesting game 3. I think I played that really well too. Oh, we're on the play. This hand's against Shadow. This hand's not good. But molding against Shadow is so bad. I hate keeping 4 landers, but I'm gonna keep. But I'll try to fetch here for the first couple of turns. Jesus, that scared me. Oh no, it's Mill. Oh no, chat, it's Mill and I fetched. What do I have here? So I have to assume they have Fatal Push. Can I please draw a Goblin Guide? Come on, Goblin Guide. God damn it. I have to do it. I just have to do it. No Fatal Push? I guess we're in a good place then, because Skewer can take care of a crab if he has one. Should I be writing my matchups down before I forget? Probably. Opponent's doing something. I believe they're at Boros Charm. That's a turn. I do run out of gas though. He has to have something. Makes sense. Okay, 3 down, 2 to go. Crypt Incursion and we lose. Not sure if they play them main nowadays. Oh, play, and this is Mill. Alrighty then. That's a target for Searing Blaze. I just need 2 spells. Maybe 1 if they have to fetch again. Okay. Come on, gas. Come on, gas. Good draw, good draw. He's seriously not fetching. That's a ballsy move. That's tough. That's definitely tough. No chance he's ever fetching for a shockland, right? Okay. If I find I cannot hold this. He has Crypt Incursion. If he has Crypt Incursion, I'm never winning this game. Like, legitimately. I have a feeling this is trash. Does it just have it? Throwing the lock. They do run counter spells. I shouldn't have played that. Oh. Come on, dude, just tap out. Why would he ever tap out, though? That's a reason. On 27 cards, which is a good spot to be at. I have to do it now. If I top deck Rift Bolt, I can't hold it. I have 2 mana up. If I force them to crack this, still not great. He has something. I shouldn't be playing it like this. Okay. Just removing gas from my deck. I can respect that. I can respect that. He had the mana, had it up. Okay, I can respect that. I can definitely respect that. Come on, Bolt. A Searing Blaze would be really poetic. I have to draw. Yes. Let's go. Let's go, chat. We got there. Yeah, the creature draws would have been awful, if I'm being honest. Alright, so what do they play? That god awful. They play that god awful enchantment that gains them life for every creature of mine that goes to the graveyard from anywhere. This also eats Memento, so I think this is the play, and let's go. I don't know why, I'm kind of sad that Burn has been getting new toys with every set. I was kind of sad. Drown is a good tool for, yeah, for sure. Drown was a very good tool for Mill, And so were crabs, by the way. Like, the deck just got a better crab. For them, actually strictly better, I think. I don't think there's ever a case where mill is targeting itself. Sounds really good. Really risky. Still. Such a good hand on the draw. I think we gotta keep. Okay. I thought they were gonna shock themselves for some reason. Come on, deck. Don't leave me hanging. A Rip works well in this matchup. It's not essential. Opponent either skipped his turn or didn't have a land. Either way, I'm fine with it. To be honest, I don't love Rip. Rest in peace here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it kinda sucks that he has it, but it's fine. I still have Boros Charm for the reach here. I do need to suspend Riftbolt here. Really strong hand. I got the land in time. Again, it's mathematically correct to keep that, I think. I did get the land in time, which is cool. Is this just a orb? That's really slow. As I was saying, I don't love Rest in Peace here because it's a matchup where every draw counts. I can see the ooh. It's getting slapped on the board. I can see the reason to bring it in. It's understandable because then their surgicals, quote unquote, don't work. Did they discard to hand size? That's fine. I have a lethal in anyway. This is 10. Oh, so close. So I have enough gas to kill him. Oh no, they're also milling cards. Rest in peace. I'm talking about rest in peace. Yeah, I can see the reason why I'd bring it in, because their surgicals don't work, which isn't the thing that they really want. But then, what's the life gain card doesn't work too, which is nice. And then the land and we win, by the way. Just casually a land and we win. Did we mill lands? Oh, we milled 2 non-lands to draw land. Unlucky. Crypt Incursion. It stops Crypt Incursion and Profane Memento. But I don't know. Like, every time I play this, it doesn't come down to those cards. If you give them time to find the... I don't know. I don't love it. I personally don't play it, but I don't think it's wrong to play it. him. This game was just him being greedy, by the way. This game was just him being greedy. Even draw the land. It's cool. I don't think there's a drop. Maybe Force of Negation. It was a clean 2-0. Cool. Alrighty. Good start. Good start to a league. These are the leagues that scare me because now I can just go 2-3. By the way, Mill is also a deck that should... Anyone in chat know Mill players? Because... this is a big player. If you know a Mill player, tell them, hey, maybe play Tail's End and not lose to random effects from cards. Tell them that. Okay, so this guy has. I recognize the name, but maybe that wasn't it. He has some tournament finishes with Temur Uro. Yes, he does. Ooh. Goblin Guide opener. Imagine thinking Mill players make. It's the same deck as us. You know that, right? Mill is literally burn with blue cards. But we know that we lose to life gain playing Opt. We know that we lose to life gain, so we play Skullcrack. Okay. They, for some reason, don't play Tail's End to beat shuffle effects. Okay. Not sure what this is, so I'm going to attack first. Ooh, actually, the blue is stinky. Well, that's true, but you can say that Mill players are just closeted burn players. That doesn't sound good. He's actually doing something to this. Does he have Snake? No, he has Mana Leak. Remand? Sure, buddy. Thank God I didn't Eidolon there. That's so good for us too, because now, by the way, if he plays Uro, you don't care. But if he goes land, go, I get to... This is so good. Another Eidolon. This is so good. Seriously. This doesn't even get Bolt, which is hilarious to me. Is he fetching a Shockland? No, he's shuffling this, which is understandable. Not just me, right? This card looks super weird. I know it's foil, but it's not just me, right? Oh, it has Death Touch. That's relevant. Still playing Eidolon. That's basically lethal on board. This slow-rolled Eidolon was pretty cool. Top decking that Goblin guy was pretty lucky. Now I attack. Depends if he has Cryptic Command up, I attack first. If not, I Lava Spike first. Can do something. Almost there, opponent. So what do I lose to here? I lose to Remand. Okay, so I attack first. I have Boros Charm to make this grow if needed. I don't want to Lava Spike here and get got by something. This requires action from my opponent. This is good. This is exactly to double Force of Negation. Not really. They can't even force this. They can't play anything. They're locked. Yeah. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. This is Temur, right? They can't, right? Yeah. If they force, they get on the 4 and they die to this. If they don't force, they just die. Okay. So. Does he play Gargaroth? Gargaroth. Oh, a couple of board wipes. It's relevant. By the way, I was trash talking Renin 6 earlier. This is a good Renin 6 deck because they want to naturally get a lot of mana. What am I cutting? Helix, right? Helix is bad here. Helix bad. Oh, Searing Blaze worse. I think Searing Blaze worse. Let's go. It's a Snapkeep Uro answer and turn 1 creature. Can't really win without Uro in their deck. Multiply. Oh. You kinda hate to see it, but that's what. Imagine if Ren was allowed to win. Not gonna lie, Ren's only banned because he interacts poorly with Wasteland. Like, Wasteland's the broken card, right? I don't think that's too crazy to say. Like, Ren, sorry, what? Come on, deck. Wasteland is the broken card, but because Legacy is a time capsule format, you can't ban Wasteland for being too oppressive. Like, maybe that format isn't oppressive. I don't play Legacy, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Can he please play Ren here? It would be so funny. No, he has Quaddle. Still no Death Touch. I'm fine with that. Oh, that's a good draw. True, but for the same reason you can't ban can't. Yeah. Legacy. I can rant about Legacy for a while. Legacy is a time capsule format, right? They I guess you can say that, but are you really not banning a broken card because it keeps taxes alive? Oh, he can't do anything now because he wants this Uro. He has the bolt, sure. So gotta get him down to 13. Casting Skewer now, because Skewer can get awkward. What was I saying? It does have Mystic Sanctuary, which is kind of annoying. I think he obviously plays Uro here. Fetch Island. This tells me he has Squaddle. Oh no, this tells me he wants to escape Uro in a while. But yeah, I think that Legacy is a time capsule format where cards that should be banned aren't. Because alright, so wow, my opponent has Weather the Storm. My opponent actually has Weather the Storm in his deck. So 2 Weather the Storm. That's nuts. With 2 Quaddle. Opt. Alrighty then. You can just got T-Trade after opponent multed 2 playing Trickery and he said easy in chat. Well, it was, wasn't it? Is it that bad? Like, actually, is it that bad? I kinda haven't faced it yet. I'd like to, but I haven't. Weather the Storm? Yeah. For sure, Weather the Storm's a dumb card. What do I do here? That's good. Like, they can't even say we thought it would be fun. I mean, I get I get how you would design the card, but still, I don't like it either. By the way, Muniz, on Trickery, I kind of want to play against it because I'm really curious how my matchup is against it. So he plays Quaddle here. And blocks. Okay, chat. I think I have to play into it. I have to play into it. Which sucks, but he should cast it now, and I can Lava Spike afterwards. Still has Opt. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of life. Yeah, he drew Remand? Oh no. Actually, that's fine. Not really, but it's fine. The Opts now. Just giving me time to draw into Skullcrack. I just have next turn. I should have played a land here. Yeah, I messed up. I should have played a land to keep Skullcrack up. Not surrendering opponent. Absolutely not surrendering. That's 12 life, by the way. Quaddle. Yeah, already played this opt. What's cool is that a second surgical gets Weather the Storm out of their deck. But still. Probably gonna lose this one. I'm gonna play it out still. Still gonna play it out. Because like, looking at their most recent deck list, not running any win cons outside of Uro, including not playing Jace. What? I guess it does get the storm count up. Yeah. You're in 15 life, sure. Sure, opponent. Just gotta do it all over again. Hey, it's Mill. It's like when Mill gets opponent's deck shuffled into the library. Oh, that's what feels bad. Natural Mystic Sanctuary into it. Guess I get to shuffle it back in. I play this game out because he has no Uro. He literally has no win cons. His deck, like this guy placed a few days ago, like literally a few days ago, and his deck only runs Uro as a win con. That's a lot of. I can't have 6. I get to just no respect for Skullcrack. Gotcha. Oh, I might have a counter. And like if I draw removal, I kill Quaddle, and then I put him on the spot to actually kill me. Turn too late, Skullcrack. A turn too late. Guess I think this is over now. Now. After my opponent gained like 30 life. Maybe a bit less. But there's an argument to play this out. Shit, was I talking about Legacy earlier? Ugh, do I wanna play this out? I could still get removal. If I find removal the next turn, I win. Theoretically. Very theoretically. Yeah, he figured that he doesn't really need to do anything. I still had Helix, that's interesting. I don't think I want Searing Blaze, right? Does Searing Blaze do anything here? I don't want to play into Quaddle, especially on the play. Fuck, Legacy, okay. I think that Legacy is a time capsule format where cards aren't banned just because it's the format where you get to play those cards. Like Force of Will's a broken card. I think that Brainstorm's a broken card. I think that... What other cards do you play in Legacy? This ends almost... This ends so good though. Fuck it. What other cards are just broken in Legacy? I know there's more. Lion's Eye Diamond's also a broken card. Like all the combos that are banned on Modern are broken. What's something else? Wasteland's a broken card. I think that's about it. So you get a format where the ban list isn't made around balance. It's made around Oko. Yeah, Oko, definitely. But you then get a format where the ban list is made around cards that people want to play rather than actual balance. If the ban list was made around balance, that's good info. Then Wasteland would be banned. That's not a bolt. Unless you really want it to be a bolt. Guess I should play around that being a bolt. Actually, factually, it's actually gonna bolt this Goblin guide. He has force backup. Do I try it? If I try it, he forces, he goes down to 3 cards. Like probably 2 of which are lands. But then I'm really behind on damage, so I don't think I do try it. Him holding force is fine. Him holding force is fine. I think I bolt here. I think I bolt here. Getting to a rough spot though, where I need gas. I kept a 4-lander, which is why I'm basically dry. Does he force this? It feels so bad to force this, probably. Big Ben. Oh, he remans it. I know he has Bolt. But that's still 2 life he loses. And like the opportunity to cast Burrow. He should bolt here. Like him casting Uro here doesn't do anything. Gains him a life, I guess. Is he actually gonna cast Uro? He has Squaddle, okay. Will I let this resolve? I lose to weather the storm here. He hasn't cantripped a lot. Okay. Okay, that's good to have, I guess. Oh, fuck. I can't really do anything, can I? Losing to Weatherstorm feels great. If he tries, I snatch it away. It's more important to hit Uro with this. It's beyond reach, sure. Again, if he tries, I'm ready to take it. That keep is starting to be heavy, to become heavy now. Oh, but I'm not losing to Uro. Like Uro, I don't care about Uro here. Like, if at any point in this game he had played Uro, he would actually have lost. That's basically it. Just okay, so this guy, he woke up, he thought, okay, today I'm not gonna lose to Burn. Because, you know, Burn, the big baddie of the format. That's 3% of the meta. No. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna lose 3% of my game. I'm not gonna maybe lose 3% of my games because I do play Euro. Yes, I'm salty. This card's so bad. This is a combo card. Like if when I lose to Weather the Storm against Storm, I say cool because it's a thing though. It was just value and gravy. I mean, do you have an answer? No, cool. Yeah, I get that. I have fat fingers. So, not saying that I quote unquote relate. I'm just saying that I know that it's very easy to mistype. I don't mean anything by that. Just a comment on myself. Do I ever? This feels so bad. He can Mystic it back now. I gotta try it. Just for the fellow of him doing this. If he did this, it's because he's gonna Fetch another one, exactly. Oh. This feels so bad. I'm so bad at this game. God damn it. He still needs a win con, right? Right? Yeah, like, this is cute, but he still needs to beat me. Like when Heliod goes to infinite life and you say, okay buddy, but you still need to kill me, and you mill them out. Having Bolt's actually pretty strong, because I get to kill Quaddle. If at any point he does see Uro, I'm screwed. But that's a small detail that we can ignore, right? Okay, opponent. I guess you can do that. Has Rayman in hand. Wincon at the moment is dying of boredom. As I said, he still needs to win. Which he can, he still has Uro in his deck. I don't think Surgical works from game 1 to game 2. Or game 2 to game 3, I wish. But it doesn't. He still needs to beat me. Like, yeah, I still have things that beat him, right? If at any time I draw Skullcrack... At any time I draw Skullcrack... This guy's proven to me that he doesn't respect Skullcrack. We're good. He can't play it twice. He can't play it and escape it in the same turn. He has mana for it? Oh, maybe he can. If he finds a green source, he can do it. So when we concede. Oh, he's expertly holding on to it. The content you came for. Jesus fucking Christ. I didn't even attack with Goblin Guide. Did I just concede? Like, maybe not kill my viewers out of boredom. I need... The funny part is that that draw is actually good. He's gonna tap out to play Uro and I get to kill it and keep playing this dumb game. That's a problem. Chad, if you want me to surrender, I'll surrender. Like, no joke, I'm tired of this. Oh. He found mana to make Weather the Storm Giant there. Okay. That was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Not for me, of course. That's how blue players get you. They get to have all the fun. Oh, that's a good hand. Goes through people's heads that they decide to build their deck second. Look, I get to be salty because I'm the one playing, but Let me open his deck list. His deck list is actually kind of cool. Like, very consistent. Out of play sets. It's the pinnacle of Uro degeneracy. Ooh, Storm. This hand's amazing against Storm. Might not be Storm. If this is Storm, this hand's amazing. So I get to hold Bolt and just kill him. No tilting now. No, this game wasn't a tilter. Like, he had some of the best cards against me. But this deck's very concise. I like it a lot. A lot of playsets. I like Opt. I really like Opt in the 1-drop slot. Deck does do its thing really well. Okay, so that's Oops All Spells. You know what sucks about Oops All Spells is that they deal like a lot of damage. Like 50 damage, right? This hand's insane against Storm, because I get to keep Lightning Bolt up while I Skullcrack him on the end of his turn. But it sucks against this deck, because Skullcrack's the least efficient card to be running. Do I just die? Can you please not kill me, opponent? He's just gonna go for Iron Crag into combo. Yes, he is. Okay, no. Sure. He had it. Belch. Okay, so it's palm in, smash in, blaze out, Skullcrack. Actually, okay. Here's why. I'm never casting Eidolon here. Ever. Because it sounds really good, but this sounds better. So the reason I'm setting out Eidolon is because I'm never really casting it. Realistically, I'm never casting the Eidolon. But I do need instant speed cards, because if he doesn't, I'm bottoming this probably. Playing a mountain here. I don't think he'd run one. If he turn ones me, nothing I can do. No turn one, okay. Okay, can we get a palm kill here? Like, none of that recross the palms bullshit. He did keep like 6. No. He kept 7. This guy kept 7. If he kept 7, he must have something good here. What sucks is that I come on, opponent, play something. Oh. Oh. Cool. He could have Pact of Negation. Is killing this out because I can't risk him. I can't risk him actually having like throw smash. Yeah, the reason I didn't throw smash is because if he draws the I think that if we extend the game and he draws the card that lets him draw 7, I lose palm and I can lose the game. Whereas if he doesn't have pact here, I just win. Yeah, no, I understand what you meant. I understand what you meant at his end step before this thing. Oh, cat's out of the bag. Such a good hand. Such a good hand, but I can't. I cannot beat a fast Belcher. Whereas he can beat a fast hand. Yeah, still gonna move this. Still gonna go down. There we go. My opponent kept 6. He obviously has something. If I get turn 2'd here, I just lose. Typical game. Goblin Guide's a good start because if he does have like such a bad piece for him to see. Well, you know what they say, if I die, I die. I'm dead. Maybe he doesn't have. Oh. So I have to assume he has reforged the soul on top, right? Let's assume he puts. It goes on bottom, right? Such a good draw too. Okay. Banking on drawing the deflecting palm off of this reforge. Oh, he just... Did he have pact? I didn't see if he had pact. Get the palm. I'm assuming he played Path. He keeps Pact, right? This is Ironcrag Feet, Pact, and I'll take a big L there. Oh. Opponent? He doesn't play Pact. It's gotta be a mistake, right? No way Belcher doesn't play Pact. What the hell? Anyone is surprised at me? Why don't they play Pact? What the hell? Do play Pact. You obviously put Pact in your pile there. You even had space. Don't be too upset by opponent punting. Never be too upset about opponent punting. Okay, last match coming in now. Hopefully it's a good one. Kinda unlike the last two matches, let's be real. The last two matches were not good matchups. Not even matchups, good games of Magic. I think that's fair to say. The people's Ken has spoken. I'm honestly so glad that people never really let Deflecting Palm go, like in conversation. Thanks to that, it never really leaves my mind. And if there was ever a meta where you want to play Deflecting Palm, is a meta where there's a combo deck with Charbelcher and the deck that attacks you with 2020s on turn 2 or 3. Alright, last match of the day. Hopefully we get a good one in. Ooh, we're on the play. Yeah. I thought that they played Pact, but for some reason my opponent didn't make a pile of recross the paths with Pact, so I won. His Reforged the Soul drew me another Deflecting Palm. I do run 3 copies, so... Fuck! Spit all over my monitor. Well, that's a thing that happened. It's just 2 damage. It's just 2 damage, boss. In a red mirror. That's actually pretty... It's actually pretty okay. Because Goblin Guide's actually better. Is this just burn though? Oh no, it's Jund. Or Ponza. I made range deck for sure. I'm ready for Forest Goif Go. Please down, opponent. I was kidding. Quife's big here. I said 3-4. Stomp. That's actually an annoying stomp, but whatever. So this is Ponza, right? The reason I did that is that if he plays Clothis, I get to nullify a Clothis trigger, which is pretty huge. Like, this Skullcrack isn't winning me the game. I have the land, so next turn can always be a double spell turn. So I think it's just correct to hold on to this Skull. They don't run Hand Disruption. So I think we're fine. Hopefully. Ah, that's a problem with Ponza. Ponza is not really a deck right now, so I don't know what they could be playing. And Ponza's sideboard goes from laughable against me to really fucking annoying. When Ponza played Weather the Storm, oh, those were some good times. Yeah, there it is. That's fine. I need Bolt here. There's a chance he goes for mana. Probably not, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, opponent. If he goes for mana, like, I'm gonna make red, kill this, play land, play Bloodbraid Elf, and be super ahead on board, I'd be happy. I'd be a happy dude. No. I have a button to stop yielding. The fuck's OEM 3? At least my opponent didn't do anything. Okay. Not killing the Bone Crusher, right? I need a spell here, or else I just lose. Kinda got punished on that one, not gonna lie. Kinda got punished on that one. I shouldn't have played the 4th land, by the way. He plays Moon. Searing Blaze doesn't do it anymore. Come on, it's just one draw. No! You know what's depressing? You know what's depressing, chat? How much damage did I miss on my turn 1 by not attacking? Do we remember that? Do we remember how much damage I missed on turn 1 by not attacking? God fucking damn it. I hate losing because of misclicks. So I isn't even gonna remove the Goblin guide. Such disrespect to the little crater. Oh. Okay. us at least 1 damage. I would have played Guide. This guide dealt... Okay, sure. Sure, you have a point. You have a point. Because if I play Guide there, then this is a Swiftspear, and if this is a Swiftspear, he blocks the Guide, and Swiftspear deals 1, and he stays at 1. Right? Fine, you got me. You got me. Attacks with Bloodbraid Elf, probably. He can't attack with both. This guy's just praying that I don't top deck. Bolt. Come on, 1 bolt. 1 simple. It can be any bolt. Am I afraid of that? No. And I can't crack that fetch, EOT. Cool. Okay. I haven't sided against Ponza in a while. Can I look at a Ponza list? This seems pretty stock. Pretty stock, therefore playing Gargaroth. There's a chance they play Gargaroth, right? Actually, I don't like Eidolon here. I hate bringing white cards though. Yeah, hey Major, how's it going, dude? I don't want that many deflecting palms, I think 1 is fine. Even though I'm not a fan of bringing in singles, because probabilities are a thing. But I do think that... Mostly play Ponza. Yeah, I know. You bring in Path. And with... This sounds pretty good. With the thing... Elder Gargaroth. I can't beat Gargaroth without a Path. Or a Palm. Palm only deals 3. Of course, they're always gonna make the gain 3 life. Can my opponent please not play Arbor Elf here? God damn it. Do I respect the elf? Do I just path it? No, that's so bad. My opponent moons me. I'm gonna be so sad. Did he mull to 6 for a moon though? Oh, that's a moon. Is that a moon? A cloth is, okay. Yeah, I didn't want to ramp him. But maybe enabling cloth is worse. Well, it's the uphill battle now. Maybe he ramps. Nope. Oh, This is a matchup where Rest in Peace is actually pretty sweet. It just turns off Clothes. I don't board it in myself. I can see it being sweet. By the way, I'm not killing this. I can path Clothes. Okay. Kitchen things? Opponent, you're killing me. Not like this. Not like this. It's not a good draw. That's not a good draw. I have any good draws here, by the way. Well, okay, there's a chance that if they kept this, they aren't really casting anything else. And they're not casting anything else. Kind of fine, to be honest. I'm really not. Send help, please. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast Seasoned Pyromancer. So I can path Clothes and maybe win. Or I'd even take a Bloodbraid Elf here. Bloodbraid Elf into... I think. Arbor Elf is officially attacking. Come on, dude, play something. He's not gonna play anything. I don't think he has a 3-drop that he'd be willing to play here. Bloodbraid into Pillage would also be pretty annoying. It's also pretty annoying. I have to respect it. Oh, got him. Let's go. Okay. The opponent doesn't have a threat. The opponent doesn't have a threat. Or else he would have played that threat instead of Bone Crusher Giant. He might have Seasoned Pyromancer. He might have Seasoned Pyromancer. God damn. I was thinking if I wanted to attack with... If I wanted to path the Sphinx. I can't. I can't. Please. And the sad part is that I really love Clothes as a card. By the way, Kitchen Finks is not a bad card to be running right now. Oh, is it happening? By the way, I'm at 11, so like a Glory Bringer kind of kills me here. I was saying Kitchen Finks, not even a bad card to be running right now, to be honest. It beats, like, it's probably good against Shadow. Because not only does it stop Scourge from coming down early, it also stops Scourge from ever being too big because it just blocks shadows. Okay, how do I win this? My opponent's even like avoiding to play cards. He's put me stuck on path for sure. Yeah. I can see, like, with Prowess and Shadow being popular, I can see thing. No. Not like this. No. Oh, opponent's gonna bolt the things. I think my opponent's gonna bolt the kitchen things. I'm gonna path it back, he's gonna shuffle it away. I was thinking he could have bolted his Sphinx, gains 2 life, blocks Goblin Guide. Oh no, he's just bolting me. He actually searched. Oh, it's pretty priceless. Can I please get a Helix? So close. So close. Like one Skullcrack and I might have gotten it. So what's the plan here? I want to play. Do I like Eidolon on the play? Eidolon can never attack into things, so no. I think I like my deck. Oh, no, 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 no. The Springer is unironically good here. Fetching turn 1. Just for the small upside of thinning my deck. Just a little bit. Fetching for a basic. 2 white sources, so I can afford not to fetch for a white source there. Because I always like to play around pillage. I do like to play around pillage. Hush for Think. There's something else, right? Like, it also gets Seasoned Pyromancer, which is decent. And oh, I guess if he's running Fix, he's not running Bailoff. Oh, that's good for me. That's honestly good for me. Green? Okay, chat, does he have Moon? Or Clothes? We should side out Pillage. Yeah. I still like to play around it. Okay, I think this is the best play. Plays around Moon and Clothes, which are his best draws. I'm gonna need a Skullcrack though. Oh, goddammit. I'm gonna need a Skullcrack though. Oh, I like that fetch. If I draw Bolt, I win. It's a Clothes for sure. Let's go. Gosh. That's so annoying. I keep finding lands. No. I think this is it, chat. I have to, by the way. I have to absolutely do this. Tragedy. Because now one spell makes a bad block. It's also not such a big clock. Yeah, but Ponza games sometimes go like this. It's fine. That's fine. Searing Blaze? This is so annoying. Why did it have to be this one? I had so many games where I could have flooded. And I wouldn't have minded. Fuck, give me 6 lands and the Deflecting Palm against Belcher, and I'll take it. Oh, that's actually not a good. Well, I'm mooned out, so I guess Cloth is out for summer. All right. What do I even want here? I guess burn spells. I played really bad all the time, so I apologize for my flood curse being projected onto you. It happened. Like, realistically, it happens. I think this is the second game today that I'm flooding out a little bit. And like, today was a long league, like 14 games. It happens. With Ponza. I guess Ponza does play like 20 lands, right? That's weird. The Ponza also molds a lot more for those sweet turn 2 plays. This is gonna be something big. It's gonna be something really big. If this is Bailoff, I concede. If this cascades into a Sphinx, I concede. Oh, play the other one, please. Like, my opponent's pretty much on top deck mode too. Because I don't think you're doing these plays. Oh, I guess this is on green, so you can play 5 drops. Haha, poker. 20 lands plus 8 near lands with Arbor Sprawls. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's 28 slots dedicated for mana. It's a lot more than 20. So it makes sense that Ponza kind of floods. Fuck, I want to play Ponza with Throw of Chaos. The Cascade card. Attacking. Ooh, it's a free block. Is it Throws of Chaos? The card that has Cascade. Yeah. I want to play Ponza with this. And maybe splashing black for Valky. I say I want to play, but I'm never going to play it because... Well, because burnt, right? But it sounds like a really good plan. It's like always have something more. Honestly think it might be good. Instead of like the 5 drops. I love to build Ponza on stream too. I think I'm proficient enough to play Ponza comfortably, but I'd love to build it at least. I mean, yeah, you play those alongside Bloodbraid Elf. I meant you can cut the 5 drops. Another one. Now there's 2 of them. Jesus, that's a lot of mana. Sick, that's 7 mana. I think this is it, chat. I think this is it. I want to end the game to recap the league. Because when I post this on YouTube, I like to have everything separated. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, why aren't you on the stream? Where you get to just die here. Yeah. Why aren't you on the stream supporting me while I play against Glothis? It's really loud. So first league of the season. The game against Prowess was pretty interesting. The game against Mill got pretty close. Yeah, Major, I agree. Glorybringer is an insane card. But I'm suggesting like splashing black for Valky and Push, because Push is a good card. And then playing that as your late game insurance. I don't hate the idea, but I almost own Ponza in paper, and I almost own Ponza on Magic Online. But I thought this is but did you see how close that game 2 was? Like that was from a turn 2 Clothis, and we almost beat that without a single Skullcrack. Honestly, in my opinion, that's pretty insane how Burn can almost beat Clothis on turn 2. And like a couple of kitchen things. Yeah, the matchup against Mill was pretty cool. The matchup Dimir Uro was just garbage magic. Belcher, also garbage magic. And then Ponza. It's an interesting matchup. I'm not gonna lie, it is an interesting matchup. See ya, Major. Alright, see you till next time. Okay, so for anyone that's watching this, please leave me some feedback on how do you think how do you like my new format of starting the stream with the little segment, which by the way it was super long. I didn't mean for that Kaldheim review to take as long as it did, but I really wasn't expecting to talk about so many cards. So I'm taking suggestions for those little segments at the beginning of the stream. I'm thinking deck building or talking about, it's always going to be magic related, but leave your suggestions in the comments. I had something else to say. What was it? I can't even remember. Hope you enjoy the stream. Chat, thank you very much for entertaining me while I let my Uro opponent gain close to 50 life, right? See you next time.